What's going on guys, Glassman here, and we are back with another episode of Weekly Gaming News. I'll be covering the biggest gaming news stories of the week, including the protests that were held at Blizzcon, so let's get right into it. After much speculation from fans, Kojima Productions has announced that Death Stranding will be coming to PC. Yes, that's right, they announced on their Twitter feed early this week that the game will be coming to PC sometime in the summer of 2020 and that the game will be published by 505 Games. Funnily enough, IGN reports that way back when Kojima Productions announced its partnership with PlayStation before Death Stranding even had a name, a now deleted Q&A posted by PlayStation Europe included a question about whether the company's first game would come to other platforms, with the reply of the title is planned to become available on PC after PS4. Shortly after, the article was completely deleted, with the impression that Sony wanted the focus to be on Kojima's partnership with PlayStation specifically. There are no other details as of now regarding possible additional content or enhancements, but if you're a PC gamer and have had your eye on this game, then like me, you're probably hyped just to hear the news. Yet again this week we've seen another popular streamer ditching Twitch and moving to Mixer. The Destiny streamer known as King Gothalion is now the third big player to make the move following Shroud and Ninjas. Though not nearly as big of a name compared to the other two, he is consistently among the most popular Destiny streamers. He broke the news via Twitter confirming that his first stream on Mixer would take place on October the 29th. Part of his reasoning for the move is that Mixer will allow him to mentor more up and coming streamers and that he would be able to raise more money for charity through the events that he organises. Though I'm sure Mixer gave him a big bucket of money with the contract as well. He's left over 1 million followers behind on his Twitch channel, but his Mixer channel as of now sits at just over 100,000 followers. Subscriptions for his Mixer channel for a limited time are free, as is the general case for these big moves. Following the controversial release of Fallout 76's premium service, a divide has been created within the game's world. Yes, class warfare has come to 76.
War never changes.
Okay, sorry. A number of Fallout First players on the game's main subreddit have been running into abuse from others who have not subscribed to the premium service. With subscribers getting access to exclusive icons, emotes and other distinguishable cosmetics, they're pretty easy to spot within the game, which can lead to them being easy targets. A thread on the Fallout 76 subreddit, which is close to 9k upvotes, is full of stories about Fallout First players getting targeted in adventure mode. The divide between the subscribed and non-subscribed has increased the conflict in an already fragile community. Of course, some of these issues can be avoided by muting offenders or switching servers, but there's no way of completely avoiding the potential for griefing. When this year's Blizzcon event kicked off in California, a crowd of more than 30 protesters gathered outside the venue to show support for Hong Kong in the wake of Blizzard's recent suspension of Hearthstone pro Blitzchung. For all the info on what went down with that, you can click this card here. Protesters, some in cosplay, some in Pooh Bear outfits, were reportedly holding signs and chanting slogans like "People over profits" and "Free Hong Kong." The protest had been organised by the Protest Blizzcon subreddit, the Fight for the Future organisation, and the Freedom Hong Kong group. The protest continued into the afternoon, and participants such as the American University Hearthstone players who held up a Free Hong Kong sign and received similar punishment to Blitzchung held speeches. The protest kicked off around the same time that Blizzard hosted the BlizzCon opening ceremony, in which J. Allen Brack apologised for their handling of Blitzchung's punishment. "We moved too quickly in our decision making, and then to make matters worse, we were too slow to talk with all of you," he said. Continuing with, "We didn't live up to the high standards that we really set ourselves." But the apology did not silence the protesters. While inside the convention, Blizzard would announce Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4, the crowds outside would grow stronger, reportedly to around 50 people. After the BlizzCon opening, IGN spoke to the Blizzard executive about the Blitzchung controversy. Asking him how he felt about the protesters gathered at BlizzCon, he said, "We're big believers in free expression. I'm personally a big believer in free expression. So it's a little interesting for me personally to be a person involved in not being a supporter. The supporters there are welcome. Protest is part of what it is to be in our culture." Brack also stated that he's happy if there were Blizzard employees who partake in the protest. In response to the question of why Chung is still banned, Brack said, "Do we think that official broadcasts are something that we want to keep about games? They are, and I think it's clear in terms of how we came back and said, hey, we're going to continue to have this suspension." Everything said and done is very confusing. You have Brack saying that the ban had nothing to do with their relationship to China, but then you have the Chinese Hearthstone publisher NetEase who posted to Weibo, as translated by IGN, saying, "We express our strong resentment and condemnation of the events that occurred in the Hearthstone Asia Pacific competition last weekend, and absolutely oppose the dissemination of personal or political ideas during any events. The players involved will be banned and the commentators involved will be immediately terminated from any official business. Also, we protect our national dignity." Brack denies any approval of this post and says it's not something he feels is representative of Blizzard. But then if you feel this way, Brack, why haven't you cut ties? If, like you say, you don't stand for what they are saying, why are you still working with them? Money, that's why. So those were my biggest gaming news picks of the week. Thanks for watching, and make sure to let me know what you thought of any of the news below. If you want weekly gaming news picks like this every week, then do subscribe, as I send these videos out every Sunday. Anyway, that's it for this one. Till the next one, stay glassy, love you, bye.